Good evening, everyone. Just wanted to jump on. I haven't made a dinner recipe in a while. So, for tonight's dinner, we are going to have a Fiesta bake and Southwest collard greens. So, let's make it. For my ingredients tonight, I'm using my chicken breast that I use for a meal prep Monday night for the chicken. And then, just for all transparency, my mom made me a batch of her collard greens. So I'm going to jazz those up a little bit and add a little Southwest flair to them. This meal, like all my meals, especially during the weekdays, I try to keep it simple and try to keep it to 30 minutes because when I get home, my family is hangry and ready to go. All right, have my water boiling for my rice. So I'm gonna dice up my veggies, my onion and my bell pepper. You know, I gotta have my bell pepper. I'm a bell pepper girly. I could eat bell pepper every day of my life. Green bell pepper, especially. Never complain about bell pepper being on my plate. How's everybody doing, by the way? I hope everyone is having a good week. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's hump day. Get us through our week. Get our weekend started off right. All right, so put our onion and our bell pepper in the skillet, let that cook down for a few minutes. Then I have my rice boiling, but I don't let it cook too long. You still want just a little bit of toughness because when I combine everything into one skillet before I bake it, I want it to finish cooking the rest of the way through in the oven. So I have placed my rice and my onion and bell pepper combo into one skillet. Remember, don't cook the rice all the way through. I'm gonna add my diced tomato. Mix that in. Add a package of taco seasoning. Mix that all together. Some black beans. So I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing that together. Added my green chilies, and I forgot one ingredient. I'm going to add a quarter of a bark of cream cheese and mix it in on the stove top. Be right. All right, so I'm mixing everything in together. Trying to get the cream cheese nice and smoothly incorporated. Sorry, the camera's a little off today. If you do not like diced tomato, you could also do this with enchilada sauce and it's just as delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this mixed on the stove. And then I'm going to add the chicken to the top layer. My chicken I already seasoned with Szechuan seasoning. So I'm not going to add more seasoning to it since I've already incorporated the taco seasoning to my mixture right here, and it's got that Szechuan on top. If you want it more cheesy, then you can add more cream cheese. I just like to taste everything. I don't want it too cheesy where I lose all the different flavors, the onion, the bell peppers, the chilies, and the beans, but it's completely up to you. All right, this is everything that is going into it. I'm just going to chop it off with shredded queso. And then I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes and let it all bake and get a good crust. And then I'm going to start on my greens. For the greens, they're already done. My mom actually made this batch for me because she loves me. So I chopped up some jalapeno and some green onion, and I'm going to throw it in there. And I did the jar jalapeno for a reason because I want to pour a little bit of that juice in there to get a little more heat. And then as far as seasoning, I'm not doing going crazy because it's already been pre-cooked and it's seasoned anyway. The only seasoning I'm going to add is some Sazon just to give it a little bit of that Southwest flair, and then that jalapeno to add a little bit of that heat that I'm craving today. So we'll see. All right, that's everything. It's all done, and I've topped it with diced cilantro. And then there goes the drink. Trying to plate up and see how it tastes. All right, I've plated everything up. I crunched some tortilla chips on top with a little dollop of sour cream on the side, and I decided to have a Paloma with my meal tonight. So let's taste it. Time to do a quality check. I think the fellas like it. They're awfully quiet. How is it? 2019, 3 homers, 25 as I said. All right, the greens first. The jalapeno adds just the right amount of kick that I've been craving. Good. All right. Mom is happy. Well, everybody have a good Tuesday night and enjoy your evening, whatever you're doing. Thanks for spending your time with me. Bye.